Hi guys, Steve here again from Wild Child Productions, and today I figured, I got a special request for you, what to do here for date nights. So stay with me and we'll get right to it here. So date nights. They can be one of the hardest things to get away once you have children. And myself, I have two. I just had a new boy about 8 weeks ago, and it's been really hard. We haven't been able to get away. But I do have some ideas for everybody so that when you want to get away, maybe these ideas might help. Now, these are my ideas, so they might not work for everybody. So some of the things that me and my wife like to do is go to a theater, not a movie theater. That is always nice and all, but sometimes just going to go see a play or a musical or even go to see a comedy show. There's so many different places in the Minnesota Twin Cities area that you can go to. There's the Guthrie, there's the Ordway, there's the Chanhassen Dinner Theater, which is really nice. You go and have a dinner and then, you get to go watch a play or musical after that. You got the Orpheum, you got the State Theater, the Varsity Theater, Mystic Lake Casino. Normally those are like the comedy shows type stuff, but there's such a variety of different places to go for theatrical or comedy type stuff. Another idea you could do is going to a sports event. We have many of the major league sports. We have the Twins for baseball, the Minnesota Vikings for football, the Minnesota Wild for hockey, and the Minnesota Timberwolves for basketball. Now, me personally, me and my wife, we love going to the Wild games. They play so many times. It makes it nice and easy for everybody, for us to take the kids, drop them off at Grandma and Grandpa's house, and go watch a game. I'm totally into hockey. It gets me wild up. We love screaming. We love partying. Rooting on our team, and it's always a good time, especially when we play my wife's hometown, Detroit Red Wings. Now, that always sibling rivalry because she still has siblings living in Detroit, so it's always kind of like, hey, our team beat your team, yeah, kind of thing. So, sports events are always a good thing. If you don't want to go to a major, league game or something like that, go see college hockey, Golden Gophers. They're a great team. They're won so many division titles. They're worth going to go see if you don't want to go spend the money on the regular Wild games. Another idea for you guys to do is go to a concert. You can go to a music concert. There's so many different areas to go see that, just like going to theaters. There's plenty of different places to go to, and there's always different artists coming into Minnesota. You got country, you got hip-hop, you got classical, you even got orchestras type stuff. Go see that. I mean, it can be a lot of fun just to get away and go listen to music that you guys both like. It'd just be a good night out on the town. Different places you could go see is the Roy Wilkins Auditorium. It's right over by the Xcel Energy Center, which is another place. There's a fine line in Minneapolis. Everybody knows the well-known First Avenue, where Prince used to play, got known. The Myth, new in Maplewood. It's been around for about 5-6 years. Northrop Auditorium. TCF Bank, not a whole lot played there, but when they do, it's kind of cool because it's outside. Or the Target Center. A lot of big major concert events are either at Xcel or the Target Center. So check those out. One other one that's kind of cool, but it's not in the same venue, is the Shout House Dueling Pianos. Now, I haven't been there personally, but the Dueling Pianos are another group that travel around and go to different local bars. And they used to come to the one in Woodbury. And they're always a good time. They play songs that get you going, and they make you totally involved in what they're doing and make you part of the show. So it's really worth checking out. Go to the Shout House for sure. There's also food and drinks there, so definitely do that. And while you're in Minneapolis, if you're down there for the Shout House or any of those other venues of theater or concerts or, major league games or something, check out the dining down there. There's a lot of different food down there. There's Manny Steakhouse, Fogo de Chao, Hell's Kitchen. There's a Punch Pizza, Brits Pub. I know it's a pub, but it also serves food. The Spaghetti Factory. Love the Spaghetti Factory. You know, I go there all the time just for the heck of it. You know, they got a good salad, you get a good portion of meal, and you get a scoop of ice cream at the end. Can't go wrong. And it's fairly good price. It's most of the time cheaper than Olive Garden or Applebee's. So, Spaghetti Factory is definitely one place to go to. The Rock Bottom Brewery, I've eaten there, good hamburgers. It's right across the street from the Orpheum Theater, which is another place to go see a play. You got the Crave, and then you got just south of Minneapolis, kind of in St. Paul, there's Buco di Beppo's, fully Italian restaurant. It's family style, which if you don't know what family style means that you order one thing. It's the idea of 4 people are going to share this one item. So if one person wants spaghetti, make sure that other people want to share it with you, because there's a lot of it. And then after you go to dinner, and you say you're not going to go see, you know, a concert or anything like that, you just wanted to go to dinner. You know, there's plenty of places to go walking afterwards. It's one of the things that me and my wife like to do a lot. You know, there's Lake Calhoun. It's very nice. There's a big path all the way around it. There's always tons of people walking, jogging, biking, walking their dogs. Just a nice place to walk around and talk and get to, you know, talking with each other. You know, your life is so crazy and hectic, you don't get the chance to talk every time. So it's a good way to get away and talk. Me personally, I lived in Stillwater majority of my life. Loves downtown Stillwater. Me and my wife go down there still to this day. Go sit down by the lift bridge, go talk, go walk along the water, watch the boats go, you know, back and forth up and down the river underneath the lift bridge. Definitely well worth it. But if you're in Minneapolis, you can also go see the Cherry and the Spoon. It's a cool place, you know. It's got all the sculptures, like a sculpture garden. So it's definitely worth it. Otherwise, the last idea I have for you guys, go see a movie. I know there's plenty of, everybody's like, oh, but a movie, date night movie. Everybody go see a movie. Well, change it up a bit. Go to the last drive-in in town. Well, not in town, but the last drive-in in the state of Minnesota that I know of that's in the Twin Cities area. It's the Valley Inn Drive-In Movie Theater. It's in Lake Elmo, just off of 94 towards Hudson, Wisconsin. Definitely worth going to check it out. Drive-In Movie Theater is about $8, $9 per person. You get to sit in your car and you get to watch for 3 movies in a row. It's well worth it. It always starts at dusk. Since there's the only drive-in around anymore, go early. Before they used to say gates don't open until 7. Now they're opening them up at like 6 because it's backing up all the way down the road, on the frontage road. So get there early if you want a good spot right up front. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. Every vantage point from that area, the theater screen is always big, so it doesn't really matter. But check them out. One last idea for you guys here is called Cheers Pablo. Now, if you haven't heard about them, they're actually something that's new to the Minnesota area. It's where you go and you get to actually paint, create a whole painting on whatever you decide to go pick that day. It's pretty cool. You get a 2-hour to 3-hour session. There's an instructor, and he goes over step by step on how to paint. Now they have paintings, obviously, and they have, you know, drinks, wine, beer, pop, whatever. It's a really cool idea. I haven't done it yet, but I know of people who have. Check that out. Cheers Pablo. There's many different locations. There's a Woodbury, there's a Burnsville, there's a Coon Rapids, a Minnetonka, and a Hudson, Wisconsin. The word of advice for Cheers Pablo is go on their website, pick the location you want to go to. And on their calendar will show you exactly what you're going to be painting that day. So if you see something like, say, on the 15th of December, and you're like, oh, I really don't like that painting, or I don't want to see that in my house or something, pick a different day. They show you exactly what they're going to be painting on each day, so you can plan ahead of time. So it's definitely worth checking out. Cheers Pablo. I'll have a link down in the descriptions down below here, and it'll just give you an idea to check them out. So hopefully you liked what I've done. Please subscribe to my channel, like always, like my videos, And always, guys, give me suggestions on what you want me to do next. And there's many other things you want me to do in Minnesota. So I know you guys are asking and begging. So shoot me a little message down below here. Let me know in my comments what you want me to do. And I will get it for you guys as soon as I can. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. And I'll catch you soon.